Namaskar and welcome. So today I want to invite you on a journey. And no, it's not to some far-off place, but a journey inward, right to the very source of who you are. We're going to use some incredibly profound teachings as our map to explore that deep, deep connection we all have to the universe. And maybe, just maybe, find the path that leads us back home. Let's dive in. You know that feeling, right? That deep pull inside of you, a kind of quiet search for something more. The source material calls it a longing for the great, and it's a feeling every single one of us has. This quote is such a beautiful reminder that the very same cosmic intelligence that orchestrates entire galaxies is right here, inside of us, guiding us, especially when we feel a little lost. Now, what's really cool is how this perspective just reframes everything. Your whole life, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the messy, it isn't just a series of random events. It's actually a spiritual practice, a sadhana. And the goal? Well, it's not just about getting through the day. It's about consciously making our way back to where we came from, to our permanent home. So what exactly is this journey? Well, the sources describe it as a kind of divine play, almost like a cosmic game of hide and seek. Imagine, the Supreme Consciousness decided to hide itself inside every single one of us, within our own little sense of I. And our purpose, the entire point of the game, is to seek and find that boundless self that's been hiding in plain sight all along. Okay, but if we're all part of this one supreme thing, why on earth do we feel so separate, so alone sometimes? Well, the answer lies in this huge concept called Maya. Think of it as the engine of reality, the cosmic force that creates this illusion of a physical world, with all its divisions and boundaries. It's what makes us forget our true unified nature and believe we're just this limited person in this limited body. And breaking through that illusion, well, that's the real challenge of the journey. This quote just nails the idea of Maya perfectly. Picture a grand magic show. We get so mesmerized by the tricks, right? The rabbits, the disappearing coins, all these things that are just temporary illusions. We're so captivated that we completely forget to look for the magician, the one who's actually real. The teachings say our world is exactly like that. We're so focused on the temporary stuff that we forget to seek the great magician, the only permanent truth behind it all. There's an ancient parable that explains this duality inside us so well. Just imagine a tree, and on that tree are two birds. One bird is hopping around, super busy, eating all the fruits. Some are sweet, some are bitter. That bird is us, our everyday self experiencing all the ups and downs of life. But on a higher branch, there's another bird. It looks identical, and it's just sitting there, calm, serene, simply watching. That's our supreme self, the silent witness that's always there, totally unaffected. And here's the kicker. The whole point of the story is that the real journey is learning to shift our attention. It's about looking up from the half-eaten, bitter fruit and realizing that the calm, witnessing bird is also us. And to decide to do that, to dedicate yourself to finding that higher self, well, that's described as the ultimate act of heroism. This heroic path isn't some extra thing we have to do. It's our true nature. It's our dharma. You see, for human beings, our most essential characteristic is this built-in drive to move from being limited to being limitless. It's like it's coded into our spiritual DNA to journey towards the supreme. So how do we actually walk this path? Thankfully, the teachings give us a pretty practical three-step guide. First, there's Shravana, which is just hearing the truth, like you are right now. Then comes Manana, which means you take that idea and you think about it, you mull it over, you hold it in your mind. And finally, you get to Nididhyasana, where you meditate on it so deeply that the thought just flows without any interruption, becoming a part of who you are. But here's a really comforting thought. This whole journey isn't just about your own personal effort, grinding it out. The final breakthrough, they say, comes from what's called divine grace. And this isn't something you have to earn or be worthy of. It's described as a heavenly shower that is constantly raining down on every single one of us, all the time, no exceptions. Which, of course, brings up a pretty big question, right? If this amazing grace is always showering down on us, why do so many of us feel, well, dry? Why aren't we all drenched in this divine rain? And the answer is given in this incredible metaphor. It turns out we're all walking through this constant downpour of grace, but we're holding up an umbrella. And that umbrella is our own ego, our sense of being a small, separate self with all our little worries and desires. It's literally blocking the very grace we're looking for. The journey home requires us to make the choice to finally lower that umbrella.
So what does lowering the umbrella really mean? It's the ultimate act of surrender. But it's not just about giving up your car or your house. The teachings are super clear on this. The real surrender is letting go of the very I that's trying to do the surrendering. That's where all the complications come from, that limited ego. The final step is to offer up that I itself.
At this point in the journey, as you get closer and closer, something amazing happens. The line between the one who's seeking and the thing being sought just starts to dissolve. This quote says it all. The goal isn't just to intellectually understand the supreme. The goal is total union. It's a state where knowing and becoming are the exact same thing. And that leads to the final, mind-bending realization. It's a state of being where the small personal I just completely disappears, making room for the infinite he. They can't exist in the same space. When one shows up, the other is gone. It's the complete and total surrender of the drop of water back into the ocean.
And that's the ultimate homecoming. The game of hide and seek is over. The journey is complete when our individual self finally merges back into the boundless cosmic self. It's a state of unity and bliss that, believe it or not, was our birthright all along.
So we end with this question for you. This journey isn't just some abstract philosophical idea. It's the story of your life right now. So what's the first step on your journey home? Maybe it's just trying to lower that umbrella of ego, even just an inch. Or maybe it's just taking a moment to look for that silent witnessing bird inside. What's your first step?
If this journey resonated with you, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel to continue getting similar content. Thanks for joining me.